Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daddy Dan blog. I'm back with another comic book review. Remember last week I took a look at Project Cryptid? Brought you some real-life monsters from the world of cryptid research. I hope you enjoyed them comic book reviews. They're up here on YouTube. You can look them up if you missed them. Today I'm going back in time. I'm going back in time to 1975 with a number 2 from Atlas Comic Books called Tales of Evil. Today, Daily Dan is hunting down the Bog Beast. You know, I really don't know if Dave Sunstorm would call that the good stuff or not. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Is the Bog Beast the good stuff? So without any further ado, let's bust it open, have a look inside an Atlas comic book. Now, an Atlas comic book is really classic for me. I haven't got too many Atlas comic books, so as far as I know, this may be one of the first ones I've ever done. I'll have to check and see, but I don't think I've done no Atlas comic before. So, Atlas is well known for their incredibly horrible stories and their really good art, so this should be interesting, right? And inside the front cover, we get all the really cool stuff you could have won for selling a bunch of stupid seeds. You know, I actually done this, and I kind of wanted to pull my hair out for the crappy prizes I got. So, in true Atlas style, we start out with a story that really just jumps right in the middle. You see, 2 people checking out the barn because they heard a noise where the monster already exists and we know nothing about it. So, gee, thanks. Thanks a lot, Atlas. So, in full, wonderfully drawn panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, we're going to get the story of this slinking bog beast that done crawled out of the swamp. So our story starts out with this really hot chick named Ellie Mae hanging out with this guy named Johnny Boots from New York City. They're tromping around the fields of Kentucky looking for some stuff to steal when they wander into a barn, and the barn just happens to be occupied by a monster. That's right, it's occupied by the bog beast. You know, the bog beast that comes up with no explanation, no backstory. We don't know where this thing come from, but all we know is it's attacking Johnny Boots and Ellie Mae's got a gun. Bang, 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 the bullets rip right through the bog beast. The cops hear the cops? Just out of nowhere, the cops hear, I must have been out investigating all the crimes in the area. The cops hear the shots and come busting in. They gonna take everybody to jail, but the bog beast ain't having none of that. No, the bog beast goes all swamp thing on the police that come out of nowhere in this horribly written story from Atlas Comics. The bog beast is breaking them down. He's smacking them around. He's going WWE on the police. And the bog beast, who is definitely not Swamp Thing. Nope, couldn't be Swamp Thing. He is immune to the bullets as the bullets pass right through him, which freaks Johnny Boots out. Johnny Boots can't believe, well, he's bulletproof. We should capture him and put him in a carnival. That's right. Oh, Johnny Boots done got an idea, because Johnny Boots always got an idea. Well, anyway, after the cops get all took out by the bog beast, Ellie Mae decides to show bog beast her things and make a little bit friends with him. Hey, bog beast, you want to come on? You want to come on with me and Boots, and we'll make you famous, there, boy. And then we get the impossible. Yes, the impossible muscles you could have got by ordering this crap back in the day. Hey, if Michael Harper's watching this, you should write this address down, Michael. Maybe this still exists. They may still be hope for you to become a man yet. Oh, poor Harper. And oh my God, what cool stuff you could have ordered back in 1975. As I look through this list of all the really cool stuff, like these big rubber hands, that 7-foot Frankenstein, even though I had the Bela Lugosi Dracula one just like it for $1. Mine wasn't Frankenstein, mine was Dracula, that flip-out comb that was a knife, the itching powder, the Wolfman mask. You know, I had a lot of this stuff, but I would always take the book down to the post office and make a photocopy and then fill out the photocopy of the thing in order. I would never cut my books up. I was too smart for that. So Johnny Boots and Dark Angel Ellie Mae's being all real cool. They're taking care of the bog beast. They're being nice to him. And I have to admit, I agree. Atlas art is very well drawn. I love the art in these Atlas comic books. Sometimes I actually have to call that the good stuff, Dave. I really do. What do you think? Wah, wah, wah. So Johnny Boots and the Dark Angel are making plans. They're going to see the carnival owner. They're going to try to capture old Bog Beast and put him in the show. So once again, in full irritatingly bad panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. Even though they're drawn great, the story really sucks more mud than the Bog Beast over here. Anyway, she's going to get a big handout of payout. She's going to get a check, and they're going to try to put the compammy on the old Bog Beast, and they did. Men in chains. They took the Bog Beast. They put him in chains. They drug him off to be a sideshow freak in a circus. Boots done got knocked out. He wakes up and he finds out Ellie Mae done did the devious thing. She done sold the Bog Beast. Surprisingly, because he's real greedy, I'm shocked that Johnny Boots ain't all upset about it. He gonna raise heck with Ellie Mae. Tell him you can't sell the Bog Beast. Bog Beast meant to be free. Bog Beast must be set free. We must go back. Well, that didn't work out. Ellie Mae put one in Boots's back. Bam! Oh, Boots got shot in the ass for messing with Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae breaking camp because Boots is all upset with her for shooting him in the ass. And as Boots travels through the swamp with his last dying breath, he finds the cage with the Bog Beast. The creature we know nothing about, where it come from, or what it is, because this crappy book don't tell you nothing. He releases the Bog Beast and tells him that he is sorry as he falls to his dismal death. The Bog Beast is furious. The Bog Beast goes in search of Ellie Mae. He searches and searches, because Bog Beast is really stupid. Searches some more until he finds Ellie Mae shot dead on the side of the hill. Bog Beast says sadly, I must go back to the swamp. And Bog Beast goes off back, walking into the swamp, because he's definitely not Swamp Thing. Oh my God. That story could have used Thrash Pondo Ponds to save it. I bet he could have come up with some better narrative than that. And once again, we get a really cool commercial for something that would have helped Michael Harper become a man. Yes, it's the story of Harper going to the beach, Harper getting bullied. And sometime in the future, Harper turns into Tarzan. If you send this in, Michael Harper, call these people now. Oh, snap! This could be the coolest commercial I ever seen in a comic book. It's a Star Trek medallion coin you could have ordered for $7.95 back in the day. That's about $50 in today's money, right? This is something I didn't have. This is something I would have ordered. This is something I missed. Oh, my God, I missed something. My OCD's kicking in. I missed something. That's not good. I can't miss nothing. After a quick internet search, you can own one of these now for $187. Oh my God! And now for a quick story as we get the last train ride of Jay Fritz. That's right, our hero Jay Fritz. Jay Fritz is going for a train ride. Jay Fritz goes down the tunnel. Jay Fritz waits on the train. Jay Fritz sees the train coming. Oh, what excitement! Jay Fritz jumps on the train. Joe Fritz realized everybody looks a little strange on the train. Jay Fritz debates, what is going on here? What have I landed on? Why does everybody on the train look different? Well, that's cause Jay Fritz, you's on a special. That's right, Jay Fritz. I hope you don't die tonight and this comes out. That'd be horrible. It'd be like the Jay Fritz epilogue. Oh, my God, that would be bad. Jay Fritz, I wish you the best health. This is a joke. This is comedy. This is supposed to be funny, Jay Fritz. As Jay Fritz screams in horror, he realizes everybody on the train is freaking dead. Poor Jay Fritz. What's going on? He must escape. But Jay, sorry to say, you don't escape, Jay. You become just another Fritz on the train. Wah, wah, wah. And now I see why it's probably the coolest commercial page I've ever saw in a comic book, because you could have ordered 10-foot tall posters and hobby kits of your favorite superheroes back in the day. And all these guys were my favorites. But even better, you could have ordered all the Star Trek models in 1975. I'm telling you what, Star Trek was big. It was banging. Everybody loved Star Trek in the 70s. That's what brought it back in the 80s, right? And you could have had monsters. Monster models. Whoa, now that was cool. I actually had the King Kong and Godzilla. And then you could have had that Fred Flintstone riding Godzilla. Riding Godzilla? I missed that one. Oh, you could have had all the really cool Planet of the Apes mask. What? I guess now's as good a time as any to tell everybody to be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm. You know, the good stuff guy, our good stuff community leader here on YouTube. And be sure to check out his really cool brother, Steven Sunstorm. Be sure to check out my main man, Thrash Pondo Pons, because if Pons had written this comic book, it would have saved every one of us, as well as my friend Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV. You can find all the good stuff, guys, here on YouTube, as well as my other partners in crime. BK on the Air, Big Guys 45, Corey's Comedy Channel, my pluck is everywhere. The Nostalgia Podcast Guy, and Retro Nerd Girl. And since we're doing monsters, let me give a special shout out. Hey, check out Bigfoot Michigan Rob. You know, for your true monster encounters, your real werewolves, your real Bigfoot stuff. You got to check out Rob. Oh, and let me give out my shout out to my main man Eric Wood over at Paranormal Highway. As him and Dr. Wu ride the Road of Destiny. This is right up your alley, Eric, at Paranormal Highway. I'm riding your Road of Destiny with the Requiem for a Werewolf. That's right. We're gonna do some Dogman werewolf stuff. I bet that just thrills everybody. I'm gonna call it a werewolf. It's a werewolf. So Michael Marrone's out one day walking through Guatemala, some backwards-ass place like that, and he runs into Shane Hendy, and Shane Hendy's always a bad influence on Marrone. He tells Marrone about a guy that's got a potion that could turn you into a werewolf, and you know Marrone. Marrone can't take it. Marrone says he's got to go check it out. Marrone's on the trail of the guy who has a potion. Because when you hear that somebody's got a potion that turns you into a monster, you immediately go there, ransack the place, torture the guy, get the potion, run out the door with it, and drink it in the alley so you can turn in to a werewolf. What a stupid story. Atlas stories suck, but their art is awesomely good. I love the art in Atlas comic books, but I really, really hate the backward stories. And check this guy out. He was the bug man. That's right. He could shave. He could roll a cigarette with his lips. I saw him in a movie called Freaks back in the day, and he's a very special person. You can order his book. What? Or you could have learned how to draft. Or you could have sold your old comics and bought new ones. You could have had friendly service. No. God, I actually had this little ID thing. It was made of metal. I still got it somewhere. It's a little metal Social Security card. So the incredibly stupid werewolf Marrone goes on a killing spree. He's running around the town. He's attacking. He's biting and killing everybody he can run across. Because Marrone is a special werewolf. He'd ride the short bus of the werewolf world. So info panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. Werewolf Marrone goes on a revenge spree. He's going after everybody that ever wronged him. He's attacking his ex because Marrone had an ex that was actually a girl. There's a big surprise, Marrone. We always thought you went the other way. Anyway, Marrone kills his ex. He rips her from shred to shred to piece. That's when Holmes and Watson shows up here acting like Starsky and Hutch to start putting some bullets in Marrone. But Marrone does the big dive out the window under the full moonlight. I love a good werewolf story. I wished I was getting a good werewolf story now. Marrone hits the street with both feet. Marrone's on a roll. Marrone takes off through the swamp. He's being hastily chased by Starsky and Hutch. I guess that's the cops. Marrone makes it back to the side of the swamp near where he first turned. He's creeping. He's crawling. Marrone. Look at him. He looks just like Michael Marrone. I can't get over how the werewolf actually looks like Michael Marrone. Yeah, the werewolf looks like Marrone as he creeps on home. He's heading back for the place where it all started. Back to the little shop of horrors. He gonna find a professor on the floor, probably. And once again, giving credit where credit's due, they got the coolest commercials in this Atlas comic book I've ever seen. You could have had this really cool one, this big, giant metal monster. That sucker was probably made out of cardboard, I bet you. And you got a little car you could run around on the floor on, and it was probably made out of cardboard, too. You could learn how to throw your forward voice like a ventriloquist, or you could have just became a motorcycle mechanic, because every 8-year-old reading this comic book had dreams of fixing a motorcycle. Well, maybe Matt Brooks. And then you got the Atlas mail call, where everybody could have talked crap about monsters for 10 minutes. Yeah, they cut that real short, didn't they? You could have ordered this crap too. And I think Marrone and Harper both ordered that one because they wanted to look impressive. You could have done accounting. Free, 1 million in cash. Yeah, I should have ordered that. Oh no, Marrone Werewolf slowly begins to turn into Marrone Pussycat. He comes back, he finds that the old guy ain't completely dead. He's still up and around. He's like, you drank that potion, you shouldn't have drank it. Marrone's like, why shouldn't I drink it? And the old guy's like, you didn't read the side effects on the side, Marrone. You're not just going to be a werewolf. You're going to turn into your natural state. That's right. Marrone's going to turn into a WERERATT, because Marrone is a rat. He's a two-faced little sneaky rat. So, of course, Marrone will turn into a WERERATT. In the very end, you're going to be a WERERATT, Marrone. Marrone screams in terror, cries out in pain, whine, whine, whine. He's whining because he's a WERERATT. He takes off running and tears fall from Marrone's eyes as he's now a WERERATT instead of a werewolf. And as he runs out into the traffic, a car splots Marrone. WERERATT flops and rolls down the street. But as the men come over with the flashlights, they don't find the body of the WERERATT. They find poor Marrone floating in a puddle of water. It's the end for the werewolf, the WERERATT, Michael Marrone. It's the end. Game over, Marrone! And you could have ordered Planet of the Apes home movies? That's right, you could have showed Planet of the Apes movies in your house. I bet I know a guy named Chance that's probably got that laying around his house somewhere. Or you could have just bought them monsters for home movies, little 10 or 12-minute movies of monsters. You know, all the best parts from the horror movies you grew up with. I never had none of these. But I did have this irritating crap. Yeah, it was little teeny tiny pieces of plastic that were really annoying, but they were fun at the time. Oh yeah, of course we're going to waste the back cover with some garbage. Isn't that the way it always goes? Well, YouTube, I don't know if it's good stuff. I don't know if it's cryptid stuff. I don't even know if it's monster stuff. But that's my look at the Bog Beast from Tales of Evil #2 from 1975. I hope you enjoyed this incredibly well-drawn comic book with some of the best art I've ever seen and the crappiest stories that ever existed. Be sure to join me next week when I come back with something, probably worse. Till next time, blog over, dudes!